次は私たちの番だから。神隠しにあった5人が順番に。やめてよ。ここにきっと何かあるはず。
Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of Fatal Frame 4. So now we are playing as Misaki. So here you go straight away, you start off picking up the camera skewer. And again, as I said in the previous videos, we're going to skip all the reading text stuff, but I'll keep the cutscenes going. So anyway, we've gone back to this hospital, and it's the same place we were with Ruka in the previous chapter. And I think this event takes place slightly before Ruka comes here. So the first thing you need to do is go to the management office in here. When you hear a bleeping sound, now obviously there's a few things here to pick up again. So Misaki is a different character. She's got a slightly different camera, different stats on the camera, but it's more or less the same if you power everything up. And because this is hard mode, the second playthrough, most of it's powered up anyway. So it's not really hard mode if you manage to play again after a normal playthrough. So it's not from scratch. No, that's the hand mechanic. Sometimes when you pick something up, the hand will stop you picking it up. Once the hand grabs you, then the item will disappear. You can actually avoid it, but it's a bit tricky to avoid the hand. Anyway, that's a function there called evade, which allows you to escape from ghosts. If you're playing on a Wii, obviously, yeah, you will just shake the controller to evade the ghost. But it helps. So here you see a switchboard puzzle thing. You don't need to bother with that in the moment. So you just leave this room. It's more or less straightforward. The ghosts give you clues of where to go. So as you open the door here, there will be a ghost outside this door. This is where we need to go. Not here. Just checking the map. The entrance hallway. Okay, this is where we need to go. So I'm just going to check what functions I have. Now, yeah, I can upgrade a few things here. All these blue crystals I've collected either for normal mode or mission mode. I've been playing around with mission mode. Oh wait, there's a ghost at the door there. Take a picture of him. Usually that means that's the destination. You need to go this way. Of course the door's locked, so you need to go round. Alright, so now you've got to head downstairs. Again, here's another tricky ghost coming out. Two little girls, but if you run round the stairs, you have time to aim and grab both of them. So there you go. I think that's both. 3,000 points. That's correct. So obviously now we need to go into that room underneath the stairs. Now, yeah, the slow mechanic opened the door. You have to get used to that in Fatal Frame. Very slow opening doors, but you know. Alright, there's a door in the box there. If you haven't got it before, go and grab it now. But since we've been here before, you should have got this door if you've seen my previous video. Okay. So now just leave this room and follow on. So now we need to head, I think, through the dining room. Let me check. No, you need to check the clock here. So I'm just picking up all these objects on the floor. Okay, so the game tells you to take a picture of the clock, and you're going to get the code 8395, and what we saw just now was what you needed to put input in. So you need to go back to the management office. First of all though, maybe just upgrade something. I'm just having a look. Now you can go to the management office, but there's an optional route here to pick something up. So you need to check around the rooms in each chapter, because you want to pick up all the supplies you can, like, especially if it's your first playthrough, you need to pick up all the film, all the crystals. So I believe there's a crystal here in this room. The blue crystal. Alright, now we need to head back to the management office, which is upstairs, to put in that code. Now I'm pretty sure this door, I don't know why it's locked. This door should be open, but for some reason it's locked. I didn't remember that in my previous playthrough. Now it's a bit annoying here, because just because I picked up that crystal, now I have to really go round the long way around, which means I have to make a big circle. So yeah, have to go through the dining room again. I suppose if you do pick up that crystal, you need to do this. It's worth it. If it's your first playthrough, it's worth it to pick up those crystals. And if you really wanted to look around this room you might find some items to pick up. I'm not going to bother. I got more than enough for what I need on this playthrough. Because each chapter, even if you miss a crystal with the hand, if you go back to the same area, it should be there again, I believe. Right, just need to go around in the circle. So the ghosts actually spawn are quite scripted. There's not really any ghosts that just randomly spawn in this game. Especially, well, as far as I know in normal mode, they don't. So it's pretty scripted when the ghosts actually spawn. I think in Fatal Frame 3, it's quite random. The ghosts do. It's kind of more scary, in fact, in that sense, that ghosts can just randomly spawn. But this is an easier game, maybe because it's on the Wii. It's more of a casual kind of game. The game itself is pretty easy. What was that? The mask? That's kind of creepy there. Right. Yeah, the game is pretty easy as Fatal Frames go. It's one of the easier Fatal Frame games out there. I haven't played 5, so I can't really compare it with that, but I've played all Fatal Frames up to this one. Now, one day I will play 5. I hope I will play it, but I don't have a Wii U. I'm ranting about that before. I have the game, but I don't have a Wii U console, and I'm just waiting for a Switch release or a port or some sort of release on. I don't think they're really releasing them on the PC, but yeah. So now we're going back to the management office, which is this room here. Just to enter the code. Ooh. Now the ghost nurse is straight in front of you. They give me a bit of a jump there. Alright, get your film ready, because after you insert this code here, you're going to have to fight that nurse. Now, another tricky thing with the Wii motion controls, which I'm not really a big fan of. The motion controls in this game is a bit irritating. At times it's quite irritating. I prefer the controller method on Fatal Frame games. 8395, there you go, open. That should be correct. Alright, here we go, nurse. Now, it's still a fairly easy ghost. She'll come towards you. You're going to have your chance for a Fatal Frame. Like that. Okay. Apparently, it's a one-shot with a Fatal Frame with my camera. I should have even been using Type 14 film, to be honest. But yeah, it's a fairly easy ghost. When you first start your playthrough, yeah, it won't be a one shot. But I've maxed out my power and reload speed, all of that. Did I see something in the wall there? What's Misaki doing? Alright, so just walk into this room until you see something on the floor, something there to pick up, and the blue filament has appeared again, which means you need to take a picture of something to reveal where you need to go next. Alright. Now, if you really wanted to see the story on those written documents, you can just pause the game, pause the stream, I mean, and just read them slowly. But yeah, I'm just going to keep skipping those. No, there was a ghost in the image there. I was just thinking what to do next. Alright, so now I think you need to head back. Okay, yeah, this cutscene, you're going to fight 2 ghosts here, I think. Oh my god. Alright then. Okay. Doesn't matter. You're going to keep the arsenals. Fully upgraded camera obscura. Alright. There's 2 ghosts here. They might ambush you if you're not careful. And it's a good sort of spawn spot now. Both of them just appeared in front of me. Fatal frame. 1 shot. Is it? No, was it? I assumed it'd be a 1 shot. Make sure you get both of the one camera. Oh. We got 2 and 1 there. And they both died with the same animation. But yeah, it's supposed to be a tricky fight, that one. I'm trivialising everything right now because of my overpowered almost fully upgraded camera. So, but I wanted to play hard mode anyway because it had a better ending. I wanted personally to go through this game again just for that, just to unlock a few more unlockables for myself, and I just decided to make a recording anyway. So yeah, it's hard mode, but it's kind of easy mode because of all the upgrades I've done. So anyway. Head back to the main hall. Goes up the stairs here. Yeah, the camera does lock on automatically, so you don't need to worry too much. Just pull out your camera and it will lock on. Alright. Let's make a save. It's been a while since I made a save. Why not? So I believe we need to go back to the library? It's the room where in the previous chapter Rika was fighting the Madoka ghost. So this is the room in here. Now straight ahead you see a doll. You should have really got that already. But there's a few things to pick up in here. So if you got that, that's fine, but recovering ground that we've been before. There's another lens there. So when you look at the mirror now, you need to look at the mirror. Of course, something's going to happen. Yeah, it's this guy here, the gardener or something like that. I don't know his name. But anyway, he's moves fast there. He shouldn't be in any trouble. He teleports. A fully charged fatal frame should probably one-shot him. Like it's slow there with normal full charge. See, damage there is more than half. Maybe did 60% damage. Fully charged attack should kill him again. There you go. No. Pretty sure that killed him. Alright, so now he's doing this directional thing. You need to find out where he is on the screen, not in camera mode. That's it. Switch to type 0 to finish him off. So now we picked up the key that goes to the room just now that we took a picture of. Okay, another ghost in the corner. Now I would not go near there, but there's something to pick up there. These ghosts can't do anything to you anyway. Mask fragment there, pick it up. So you go back to the room that you just now when you fought two ghosts. And there was a locked door there, I believe. Now there's a tricky ghost here to take a picture of. So girl pushed another girl down the stairs. Then there's another one on top of the stairs. That's Ayako. She used to be a bully. If you read in the story, you know the story is. Back in time, she was a bit of a bully back in the past. So making this save if you want to. So now you hear the bleeping sound, which means you have to go back in the management office here. Now this is where the ghost nurse usually hangs out, so yes, you probably have to fight her again. Now I tried to get the fatal frame here, but nope, she caught me. In hard mode, that's what happens. She's a bit more fast, a little bit more aggressive. You really have to anticipate the fatal frame, so if you know when it's coming, because you just got a split second to react right there. Alright, need to heal. You literally just have a split second to react on the shutter moment. There you go, that is a perfect shot. So he's actually one shot with a fatal frame. Well, one shot with a fully upgraded camera, Type 14 film. So now that door should be unlocked. I'm just going to go down to the save point again, just to buy a few things. Now I've got plenty of photo points. Seriously plenty of photo points. So I can buy as much herbs as I can. All of this I got was from normal mode. That's what happens. If you finish normal mode and you're really thorough, you could really rack up a lot of points. So yeah, in the shop, as I said in the previous video, you can't buy Type 61 film, but you could buy herbs and you could buy Type 14 film, no problem. It's not really a hard mode. If you really wanted to have a proper hard mode, you start from scratch, because if you do it on New Game Plus, it isn't that challenging. Okay, so now heading to the room that was locked before, where we fought two ghosts. Now there's a few things to pick up again. Some more story, Madoka's diary. Some precious Type 61 film that you probably need to save for the tougher boss fights, because it's very limited, Type 61 film in hard mode. So you just get what you're given by pickups. Now a letter to Madoka. And the measure function. The measure function is very good. It allows you to see the hit points of the ghosts, so make sure you don't miss that. Alright. Madoka. What's she doing there? Just sitting on the bed. Casually. But I'm going to pick up a few things around the room first before it interacts with Madoka. Now, there you go, she's a ghost. Isn't that strange? Did you get freaked out at all about that? Okay, there's a doll here, in the clock. So it's a very missable one. I missed this one before, but look on the map, it's in this room here. In the grandfather clock, there's a doll, and haven't got this one myself before, so this adds to my collection too. There's something blue around here, so I'm just checking around. Ghost of Ayako stands there next to the door. We should take a picture of her, the little bully girl. That's creepy. Of course there's no ghost when you turn around. So that means you have to go this way. The nurse ghost was walking this direction. And there's little Ayako dragging someone along with the hair. So we're about to go to this room now. I think this is Ayako's room. Now this is kind of a tough fight on normal mode because you're going to fight Ayako now. It's kind of the first tough fight, I think. She's a bit tricky. She has some tricky movements. Not really, actually. But yeah, after this cutscene, we're going to see the first fight with Ayako. A small little ghost skull, bit vicious. This room's kind of creepy. Unavoidable damage there. You can't do anything about the damage, so just focus on the fight. Right, because I've got powder cover, please note that this fight will look easier on this mode than it does normally. Alright. So it is quite easy to face a frame actually, so when she leans around, it's time to do face to frame. There you go, 1 and 2. Yeah, ignore that. It takes about a lot more to kill than that. So this is Misaki's sort of kind of twin, but she's actually a doll. It's part of the story that I could...
忘れたの？一緒にいるよ。私がいれば大丈夫。ずっと一緒にいようね。大丈夫だから。
Okay, that's part 2, Fatal Frame 4. So I hope my playthrough is going along well, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.